All right, Coach, we are pleased as always to be bringing you coverage of the National Football League on EA Sports. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the New York Giants and the Toronto Thunderbirds. Scott, his first carry, and he'll go down right at the 30-yard line. Eli Apple up from his corner spot to make the play.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down, a very solid gain on that play.
Mahomes now to throw. To the left side here for Eifert. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. They'll run on 1st down. Scott. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. Give him 12 yards on that one. It earns him a fresh set of downs.
And that's a run that'll energize an offensive line. They'll take that one all day long. Fundamental breakdown by the defense. You've got to be able to make plays on the edge.
From midfield, here's Mahomes. To the left side here for Eifert. Give him 9 there on the 1st down completion.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
This offensive line has struggled. In fact, when we sat down with the coach, he said it's been in tatters lately. They allowed 6 sacks in their last game. Just gave up another one right there.
In tatters, so it sounds a little bit like this right now?
Exactly. It's like that paper being ripped. And right now, they've got to find a way to get it back together.
Throwing is Mahomes on 3rd. Going deep for Eifert. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on 3rd down. Thought they were going to force a 4th down. Instead, P.I. gives them the 1st.
And that's frustrating because you think you've taken them really deep into the count, haven't you? Instead, you've got to start all over. That can really, really be demoralizing.
Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. Only a yard on the completion. It's 2nd and goal.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
They'll give it to him up the middle, and he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. Can this defense get the stop on the opening drive? Here's 3rd and goal. Shotgun snap to Mahomes. Buying time to his left. Toward the pylon, caught. And he gets into the end zone for the touchdown. Tyler Eifert, his first touchdown on the year. And his guys have taken a first-quarter lead. What's good on the extra point? And it's now a 7-0 game. Lutz now to kick this one away. This is taken at his 4. Carries up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The first carry for the former Nittany Lion. This is Saquon Barkley. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick first down.
Well, as we've learned over the years, just because a guy plays left tackle doesn't mean he doesn't have run-blocking abilities, and we just saw it there. Controlled the line of scrimmage, created a big game.
That's kind of a bonus. He's there to protect that high value that you have back under center, but he creates space in the run game.
Yeah, not only can he dance, he can mash, too.
And hard running's going to get him over the 40 to the 42. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be second down. Rosen off the play action. He hits his target, left side, Watson. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. A really nice gain of 25 yards. So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33. A first down carry for Barkley. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling. Quite the opening drive march they're on right now.
It looks a lot like what we saw in practice prior to the game, doesn't it? You know, because on that last big practice beforehand, you go through your offensive script. You go through your play calling. You go through all the stuff and establish things. And it looks like it's going like clockwork right now for them.
First trip to the red zone for the Giants. They come up first and 10 at the 16.
Detroit! Detroit! Set!
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Steps away to his left. And he slides to avoid the hit. Give him a couple on the scramble. It's second down.
Now, how about that play? He took a possible negative and turned it into positive yardage and slid down to avoid taking a big shot. Excellent job getting down and avoiding the big hit.
Now Rosen to throw on second down. He dumps it off to Barkley. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. 5 yards on the pickup, and they're going to have a third down. Now a first carry for Donnell Pumphrey. And he's going to bull his way into the end zone for a Giants touchdown. A great effort there. His 6th touchdown of the season. And the Giants are an extra point away from tying up this football game. So we're right back where we started. All even as the kick's away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Now this offense ready to head back out there. That last drive, it was a good mix. Run, pass, defense on their toes.
And what really helps out in a big way is when you're doing the run-pass mix and everything's working, that means that they're guessing wrong every time on defense. They think you're going to pass when you run and vice versa. I would continue that, and when they finally draw a bead on you, maybe you mix it up a little bit, a little play action, and throw the ball. And
will they maintain that balance? Time to find out. So the drive takes them into Giants territory now. First and 10 at the 46. To throw, it's Mahomes. Looking for Watkins, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 47. And they get the football. They'll set up shop at their own 49-yard line. He had a little bit of the turnover bug last week, 3 interceptions. Not an absolute disaster, but another one here. Do you start to get a little worried?
You worry about your team as a whole because you have to find a way to make those interceptions, quote-unquote, go away, and that means your defense. They've got to go out there on sudden change and at least hold people to field goals. And if that keeps happening, they lose confidence in the quarterback, and then no one plays well.
On second down, Rosen. And he's going to be swallowed up. Sacked back at the 45-yard line. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Gone, gone. Gone, gone.
Third and long here for Rosen. Shifts past him at the 45. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. It's a gain of 20 and picking up the first. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They'll look to throw on first down with Josh Rosen. Escaping the pressure right. Looking for Shepard deep. He rifles one that's intercepted. T.J. Green with a pick. And a return just out across the 15 to the 16-yard line.
Okay, it's real simple to say from here, but we know that sometimes as a quarterback, you've got to know when to say when and just throw it away. Flushed out to the right, tries to make something out of nothing here, and he winds up floating one downfield that gets intercepted.
And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. Past the 20. Touchdown. Boston Scott, 84 yards. And his guys get the quick strike touchdown. And with that carry, he's already over 100 yards here in the first half.
And, partner, you know exactly what he's saying to his teammates right now, right? Especially to the...
Lutz now to kick this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Here's the Giant offense now as they get ready to take over here. A tale of two extremes already in this game. A touchdown pass on their opening drive followed by an interception last time out.
Now, it sounds like things balance out, right? What's that mythological thing that we do? If you have a candy bar, have a diet soda with it, it balances it out. And we know that's not really true, right? Because the interception, that sting lingers a little bit longer. Got to come out now and put together some nice plays.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Gone, gone. Gone, gone.
On second down, here's Rosen. That's complete. He's got Barkley out of the backfield. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. It goes as a gain of 8, and it moves the chains.
Well, that was a pretty favorable situation there. What would you call that? Second and manageable? Smart play, too. Didn't force it downfield when he didn't have it. Just checked it down, let him get the first down, and that's exactly what he did.
They'll run here with Pumphrey. And that didn't fool anybody. He's going to be dropped in the backfield. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down. From the gun, it's Rosen. He's going to fire this thing deep right side. It's caught inside the 25. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. A gain of 39 that time. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Now Rosen on first down. Flushed out right. And he's got a man here, complete. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. 11 more yards that go around, a first down as well.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
They'll try and run for it with Barkley. And he will take it on in for a giant touchdown. Saquon Barkley with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Giants are an extra point away from tying up this football game. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. This will be fielded at the 6. And with a marker down, he's up just past the 25-yard line, but I think they're going to be going backwards. Let's check the call. So the special teams penalty cost some yardage there as they come out on 1st and 10. On the carry, this is Scott. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. It'll be a loss of 1, and it'll be 2nd and 11. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. They go play action. Now Mahomes. They'll roll him out right. And too much juice. It'll be out of bounds, incomplete. Sammy Watkins, the intended target, and it's 3rd down.
And you just know when that play call came in, their eyes lit up because anytime you get a chance to take a big shot downfield, that's a lot of fun, and they missed an opportunity.
From the gun on 3rd down, Mahomes. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes.
So this has been a lot like a tennis match, hasn't it? Back and forth. Both of these offenses having their way so far. So maybe the question isn't who's going to score the most points in this game. Maybe it's who's going to get some stops.
Yeah, absolutely. And that sack, finally a first step in the right direction for a stop. New York set to take the field. The last possession, these guys were able to tie the game with a touchdown, and now they'll have a chance to move out in front.
Yeah, let's give a big assist to the defense who got the ball back. The special teams went out there, handled things. They've got it. They've got momentum. I know they're eager to get out there and put it on display.
They'll start out on the ground. It's Saquon Barkley. Only a couple there as he'll be brought down about the 28.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
Watch it now, Barney. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
From the shotgun, it's Rosen. And Watson has it right side. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. They call it a gain of 19, and it moves the chains. Finding room inside the 40. Touchdown, Giants! Saquon Barkley, his 2nd touchdown of the game and his 9th on the year. And the Giants have broken our tie as they take the lead. Rosas now to kick this one away. This one fielded at the 5. And he'll take this across the 25. Couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. Out comes this offensive unit as they get set to take over here. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means they're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. Now Mahomes throwing on 2nd down. Looking left side for Watkins, and he's got him. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up 3rd down. So 2 minutes to go in a wild first half. Back to the booth right after this. They had the catch on second down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at third down here. Now here's Mahomes. Eluding the pressure right. Trying to get it to Thomas, and it's intercepted. He's picked off near his own 48. He couldn't get the hook up there that time with Thomas.
I think that interception happened for two reasons. Quarterback gets outside the pocket and panics a little bit, and receiver doesn't make sure he's absolutely in an open spot. So there's a guy lurking, took the ball from him.
Yeah, so don't wave your arms, right, as a receiver if you're not wide open.
Got to know that you're open. Otherwise, just don't do it.
After the interception, here's Rosen. Escaping the pressure right. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away.
What's the old adage? Be quick, but don't hurry? Well, that went right out the window there. He was hurried, harassed. That ball had to be gotten rid of. Otherwise, he was going to get sacked.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll set up a third down.
That second down play call was not to pick up the first down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable third down because they had the incompletion on first down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
Here's Rosen. Throw left side complete. That's Shepard. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. 2 yards is all they'll get on the completion. It's 4th down.
So much about offense is what you call hidden yardage. You know, you throw the ball to someone, they catch it, and then they can make a big play. You know, they create a play, run after catch. They did a really nice job there of limiting that and keeping him from a first down.
Yeah, stopped him in his tracks. He only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. Now this is going to carry well into the end zone for a touchback. So out now comes the offense back onto the field. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned they're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you got to figure if something goes wrong, you may have put yourself in a spot where you may not be able to come back in the second half. Managing risk, this is a big decision here.
5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down. Here's a 2nd and 5 now from the 25.
Black 58 rail! Black 58 rail!
Mahomes to throw on 2nd down. Flushed out right. Looking long for Thomas. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And he takes it down deep into enemy territory. A big play there just before halftime. 71 yards. The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts, as the stoppage will come with 23 seconds to go till halftime. A chance now to get even before the break as they come up 1st and goal. Here's Scott. And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. It's a gain of a couple, and it'll be 2nd and goal. So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal. They go play fake. Mahomes. And that is incomplete, stopping the clock with 5 seconds to go. This is 3rd and goal. Now this Giants defense, they have withstood the test thus far.
Left, 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 left!
Now Scott. So Well, why don't we hold off on the halftime update after all? Seems like everyone's ready to go here for the second half in Week 8 in the NFL. Second half ready to get rolling. The Giants with a lead, and they are set to receive this kick. And they'll be set up with good field position here as he gets this up over the 40-yard line.
Now that's the kind of return you're looking for. To get to that spot on the field, that allows you to do a lot of things on offense.
Good starting field position for the New York Giants here as they come up 1st and 10. Second half begins with a run from Barkley. Right through him.
Boom, bam, biff.
And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first.
Detroit! Gone!
Throwing now, Rosen on 1st down. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out, incomplete.
Anytime a defense can sit back in a zone like that, it tends to create a lot of congestion in the middle of the field. Makes it very hard to slot one in.
Looked like I-4 at rush hour in your hometown of Orlando, Florida. An absolute mess. 2nd and 10. It's Rosen again. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Shepard. 17 yards on the pickup there, and the drive will continue. And a good quarterback.
He's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. He can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out, and he ended up with an interception in that game in Super Bowl 50. Maybe some sort of scheme like that to try and get more pressure at the passer.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
They run with Pumphrey. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. It's a nice pickup of 12 yards, and it gives them a 1st and goal.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. He'll get 2 out of that run, and it's going to bring up a 2nd and goal. Defensively, pretty good start there with their backs against the wall.
That's a win for the stop troops right there. And if I'm them, I get a little bolder now. They won the first battle. Keep coming after them. Put the pressure on them.
And they'll throw it with Rosen. And incomplete here. So a little razzle-dazzle on that one. But they couldn't hook up, and it's 3rd down. They were trying to get it there to Sterling Shepard. And it's 3rd down. Gun. Here's Josh Rosen. And he fires one, but incomplete.
I'm going to need some help with this one. How did he miss him? Wide open in the end zone. He's not hurried. He's not hit. And somehow, incomplete?
Yeah.
What happened?
During film study, that's one where he's just going to shake his head, not be able to believe it.
6 points go by the wayside on that one.
So put another 3 on the board. All things considered, a good opening drive to begin the 3rd quarter.
And as a defense, the way that this game is going, you're excited to see those points go on the board. Gives them a little bit of leeway to play with when they're out on the field, but they're real excited to see their offense score. Now they get to go out there and do their part.
And here now the offense heading back out there. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12.
And he can't get away from the pressure. The Giants get there. You never want to give up a sack. From the O-line's perspective, they hate it for several reasons, especially because they felt like they let little brother down back there in the pocket.
Oh, no doubt. They have a ton of pride, and they go into every job wanting to keep that guy clean. They want that uniform with no grass stains, no dirt, nothing on it. That's really, really difficult. You're talking about some terrific athletes who are trying to put him on the ground.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete. And Charles, got to like what this defense has been able to do these last couple of plays.
Yeah, they get the sack on first down, then they force the incomplete pass. Now they're just a play away from getting the football right back, but it's a big play. They've got to hold up.
Slow. Ace. Check it out, Reed. Mike, 53.
On third and long, it's Mahomes. Flush to his right. Now the pressure comes and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9. Charles, not to point fingers, but how much of this goes on the shoulders of the offensive line? Well, look at the 6 sacks last week. That's the 4th in this game.
Definitely the bulk of it does go on the offensive line. That's what they're tasked with doing, keeping their quarterback upright and clean in the pocket. But I think they have to look at, okay, are we bringing in extra people? Is the ball out of the quarterback's hands quick enough? There are a few other factors that they have to look at to try and help out, but you're exactly right. It starts with the O-line.
A handoff to Barkley. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks.
Another good run for him. What else is new? That'll put him right at 150 yards for the game, so he's really made his presence felt in this one.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Now a play fake here on 1st down. And he's going to be taken down. Pressure gets there back at the 39-yard line. Quan Alexander in there to get him for a loss of 5. Coming up now on a 2nd and 15 following that sack. Here's a give to Barkley. And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. That one good for 12 yards. And that'll make it 3rd down.
In today's NFL, when you get teams in long yardage situations with your defense, you're really going to go to your speed packages. You're going to get smaller, lighter guys on the field in order to cover the expected pass. So they might want to run the ball against a smaller, lighter lineup with your big guys, and that's exactly what happened on that play. It was tough on them, and now instead of being in 3rd and very long, they ended up setting themselves up in 3rd and manageable. They've got a chance at a 1st down.
It's an 8-yard pickup and leads to a new set of downs. From the red zone now, here's Rosen on 1st down. His throw caught at about the 5. And he will take it on in for a giant touchdown. Sterling Shepard, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Giants add on to their lead. Rosas good with the extra point. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Rosas now to kick this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Now this offense about ready to take over again. And with this deficit, you can't have too many more drives like the last drive where you had to punt it away.
You know what I would tell my offense right here? The punter doesn't exist, guys. He doesn't even exist. He's not a team anymore. I just cut him, all right? So you got to go out and create some offense for us here and give us some points. No way does that guy get on the field on this drive.
Poor punter.
Yeah, it wasn't his fault. But, hey, listen, there's got to be casualties at times. We're trying to win a game.
Under a minute to go in this 3rd quarter as they come up 1st and 10. They go play action here on 1st down. Eluding the pressure right. To the left side here for Eifert. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. He got 18 yards out of that one, and it gets him a new set of downs. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Mahomes now to throw. And nearly picked off. Surprising to see a defender of his caliber let it get away, but it does get away, and it's second down. So second down, still 10 yards to go. Ball on the 43. On second down, Scott. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 11. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Throwing is Mahomes on third. He's going to look deep down the field. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off with great anticipation. And it's a big turnover there on the final play of the quarter. They begin with a run by Barkley. So quick on the spin.
He's spinning, man.
And he'll be tackled at about the 35. A good run there on first down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2. Now Rosen to throw on second down. And he's going to be wrapped up and driven down.
Okay, was it a breakdown in protection? Did the running back not pick him up? What does it really matter? Sometimes it's just a great play made by the defense. Know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
Here's Drew Kaiser now as he'll punt it away for the second time. Taken in at the 22. Oh, nice move. 12 yards on the return that time. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on first down.
Left.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Dancing to his left. Now he'll let it go on the run. Deep left side. And it's incomplete. Boy, he doesn't drop many like that one. 2nd down.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. And a big loss here as he's taken down.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, and with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. Working from the gun, Mahomes. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off at the 48. And he's got room. Shutting defenders at the 15. Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant is on the sidelines, I don't know if it's the offensive coordinator, quarterback's coach, maybe the backup quarterback, that's who he needs to get.
And he will take it on in for a giant touchdown. Saquon Barkley taking it in from 14 yards out. And the Giants use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. Rosas now to kick this one away. This one fielded at the 5. Now a hit and a loose football. So a teammate picking him up there, that was nearly disaster.
And the way that you coach these things, you want to make sure you have eyes towards the return guy. because you want to make sure that the catch is secured. A lot of teams do that. They have at least one guy. Okay, you're responsible for making sure he secures the catch. He's not always the one that makes the recovery, but he can always sound out the alarm. Hey, ball's on the ground. We've got to get it back.
They'll run with Scott, and he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So he was holding from that left tackle position.
Everyone tries to keep their hands inside when they're blocking ever since they liberalized the rules where you can extend them out. But sometimes they get out a little wide, and they get detected grabbing some cloth.
So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20. Now a give, right side. Scott, and maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and it'll make this a 2nd and long. They go again with Scott. And good yardage as he gets this one up to about the 23. He digs them partway out of the hole that they're in. It's an 8-yard gain, and it makes it 3rd and 12. On 3rd down, that's Scott. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
Well, Brandon, he's had a great day, and sometimes that just happens. It is the NFL. They will make some plays against you.
He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. And New York set to take the field. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Caught, Kelsey, left side. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. Time for a break. Back to finish it off on EA Sports after this. On 2nd down, here's Barkley. And he works it across the 25 before being tackled. And a nice carry there of 15 yards.
He's still rumbling, isn't he? Still looking fresh in this one despite the heavy workload. But you and I both know, well-conditioned, and he did tell us that he thrives on being at his peak late in ball games.
And he'll push his way forward to about the 32. Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on 2nd down.
And he'll be limited to a short gain up to about the 34-yard line. It'll be a pickup of a couple, and it leaves him with a 3rd and 3.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
On 3rd down, Barkley. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. Well, I know at points in this one you wanted to close your eyes because of all the points that were being put on the scoreboard. You're a defensive guy, but it was a fun little track meet, wasn't it?
It was, and you know the people who really enjoyed this game? They're the ones that like going to batting practice at the Major League Baseball parks, right? Seeing the 14-11 game, that sort of deal, that's right up their alley with what we saw in this one.
So for the Giants, the win moves them up to 5-2 now on the year. And they'll get another road test next week as they head to Mile High to take on